to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Hi to all my homebody besties. I hope you're all doing good. Today we have, if you watch my vlog from the other week, and I said I've got this hoodie that I've had for years and years and years, and it's my cozy hoodie that I need to put on when I'm just in that mood. And I've been out every day this week, so you know when you're wearing uncomfortable clothes like jeans and stuff. So today when I woke up and I was like, I can put on nice comfy joggers, I can put on a nice hoodie and just be a little snuggly and cozy. That's the vibe that we're going for today. First thing that I need to do today is I need to go up and mark out where I'm going to be putting my sockets, because I've got the electrician coming out this afternoon to put my sockets into my guest bedroom. So I'm potentially looking at that. I also want to have a look at, so I'm going to go up and mark them out. Then I'm getting my TV delivered today at some point. I'm going to get a plumber out to quote me on like the radiator and what that would look like and get him booked in. I'm all go today, which makes me happy, but it's all go with stuff that, if I'm being honest, I've wanted to get to this part of the week. So it's Friday when I'm filming this. I won't lie, Friday's probably one of my more favourite days. It's really early in the morning, I've got up, I put a washing on, but Friday's one of them days when I feel like I like to do a little weekend, pre-weekend reset, so I start just getting bits of the house sorted so that I don't have to do as much over the next couple of days. I did watch a video this morning, I can't even remember the lady's name. I did comment on a video, so oh my god, that colour's amazing. She'd done her kitchen and she'd done fire and ball drop cloth, and I was like, that's such a nice colour. Is that something that I would rather do in my guest room rather than the slipper satin that I've got? I think at some point, maybe this evening, I'll go to B&Q and get a sample of it just to see what that would feel like in that space. I feel like it feels like a bit of a warmer colour, and it's like I would say it's like a green, but it's like a sage green, but really soft. Like I feel like if I was sitting here doing a story, I don't think you would look and go, it's green. I think you would say it's a neutral, but we'll see. So if you've got that colour, let me know. But I think if I get a sample, put it on the wall and just get a feel for what that would look like in that space, maybe I'll put it beside the slipper satin, and then I can make a decision on what I think would look. And then this weekend, I hope that I get to start building my built-in deck. A couple of people have commented on my video to say, because I'm already building the wardrobe and now what am I doing on the floor? I think I'm going to go for carpet in that room, only because it's quite a small space and the ceilings are so high. I just want it to feel cozy for when I have guests. So yeah, I'm thinking that I'll actually go with carpet, and then maybe if I'm not enjoying the carpet, yeah, I think maybe like something a bit more like hard wearing in there. But yeah, so that's the plan. I think if I was to do a wooden floor, you're probably not going to see any of it, because when the bed comes out, the wardrobe, and then I have a rug in there, it'll just cover all the wooden floors. So I'm thinking just to go with the cozy feel of the carpet. I'm actually so excited doing this guest bedroom, and just before I crack on with this video, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys, because the last video, not for you, but the last video that I posted was the one where I was like doing some DIY stuff, and I know I said in my last one that I was a little bit nervous about putting it out because you guys, like me, love the aesthetic, you love the nice bit. I wasn't sure how you would react to me actually doing some DIY and stuff, and there was some comments on there going, oh my god, I love this, this is one of my favourite videos. So it seems that you like that, so that's great for me because I love to do DIY. So I'll take you on all my journeys, and if there's anything that you don't want to see, just go, Sheldon, stop that. But I best go and start marking out upstairs where I'm thinking for these sockets, so that the electrician can come out and he knows where he's putting things. So this is the area, so this is obviously all going to become built in. Then I'm going to have the desk coming along here, so I'm thinking like a USB socket round about here, so that people can plug in their phone, hair dryers, anything like that. Then I probably need one round about this section for behind the TV. So I'll probably put it over to one side just so that I can get the bracket in the middle. And then there needs to be one up above the wardrobe, so I'm just going to mark out to the guy where these need to go so that he can do it. As you can see, the wires are already installed in the wall. He's going to have to like chisel it all out, which is fine because that was my own doing. I should have done all that before I got it plastered, but I wasn't too sure on what that was going to look like. If you can see over here, this is the slipper satin that I've got, which is a nice colour, but I just want to try that drop cloth because I think this feels, I love this colour, I just don't know if I want to bring a little bit more character in, so I'll show you them side by side if I can go and grab that in a little bit. But right now, I am going to mark these out. Oh, you're going to be able to see that okay, but so what I'm thinking is the desk round about that height, so that's 80 centimeters from the floor. Obviously this isn't true to scale, I drew that massive, but that's roughly where I want the socket to be. Then if we go up, I've got a socket here, which then I'll have the TV. I think the TV will be a little bit smaller than that. I just roughly drew what that would be like. Then I've put a shelf here, so that then there's a little bit of a gap and I can maybe have some, you know, little styling pieces. I've put a shelf in line with the top of the wardrobe. So again, I'll have some styling pieces up there, and then I've put a socket above that. So that's the idea. So at least that's done now, so that when it comes, that's where the areas will be. That excites me now that I'm seeing that like that, because obviously the shelving and then that. I was debating on putting maybe another one in, so I would probably want to feel that out once the desk is in, because obviously to have a couple more shelves just for little styling bits, or like to keep little baskets and stuff on would be good, but I just don't want it to feel overcrowded. I'll wait for the desk to go in, then I'll put 2 shelves in and then get a feel for if another one can go in, because if you were sat here, you're going to be sat here, so I just want this to feel like a bit of space for like a little mirror and whatnot. But yeah, that's exciting. It is freezing, so I'm just going to light a fire because I just want to warm up the place. I was sitting here and I was like, oh my god, it's so chilly. And I thought while I'll do it, I had a few questions about a log burner and do I like all that sort of stuff. And I don't know if you can see this black mark. So basically what had happened is one of the logs had fell against the glass while it was burning, and it just creates that black mark. But I want to show you how easy it is to fix that. And also there's still a log in there burnt that just didn't fully burn away, so that'll just burn as I light it now. So I just get a piece of kitchen roll and I wet this part a little bit, and then I just dip it in the ash. You may already know this, but I just thought for anyone that doesn't or is thinking about getting a log burner, I'll show you how easy it is. You literally dip it in the ash, it'll just obviously go on there, and then you just rub it on the black mark, and as you can see, that's literally just taking that off. So easy, really straightforward, takes 2 seconds, and it's just all nice and clean, ready for a fresh fire. I tend to clean the glass most times after I use it, but a lot of times it won't do that, to be honest. It's just if you stack your logs a little bit wrong, or if you stack your logs in a certain way, sometimes it will just fall against the glass. Take a mark, but as you can see, glass is perfect now, so I am made with that. So, and then what I do is take it down a wee bit just because it'll be easier for you to see. Because I've still got that log in there that you can see, I'll just keep that in there and use that as part of my kiln. And I also have old dado rail, but this is just raw wood, it's not been treated, so I'll burn this. I didn't want it to go to waste, and thought, well, they're just all little scrap cut off pieces that I would never be able to use, so I decided to keep hold of these. And a little bit bigger, so I tend to just put a couple of small pieces, and I just sort of make like a little pyramid around where my little, I don't even know what they're called, but you know, the little straw that will light it, so like a fire lighter as well. And then just literally like that. That will just take off, hopefully. I'll just leave all my vents open. now. I'll just get rid of the rubbish, but that's starting to take off, as you can see, and then I'll just throw the logs on top of it. But if you are thinking about getting a log burner and it's something that's on your mind, I would always recommend doing it. Like, I love it. Obviously it does come with a little bit more work than what a gas fire would, so it's up to you whether you would want to. I mean, it doesn't take a lot. You've seen how quick I could clean that glass. Maybe once a month I'll give it a good hoover out just to get rid of all the old ash. You've got the little tray at the bottom, and then obviously throughout the evening you're throwing logs on it, but I just love the feel of it. Like the noise when you're sat watching a movie, Christmas movie, and you've just got it burning, then I think for me it is a no-brainer. If it's something that you're interested in, but obviously you need to be willing to do a little bit of work. And the surround that I've got around mine, this is a limestone surround. I'm not going to touch it because I've got bits of ash on my fingers, but it's a limestone surround and I love it. It's so heavy, it's solid. You could obviously get wood surround, you can get whatever it is that you're thinking. A few people have asked me about the TV above the fire and how is mine. I have had zero issues. I did try and do a lot of research, but there was not a lot out there. And people do say you shouldn't put a TV above a fire, but when I spoke to the fire shop, he said he's never had anyone that's had issues. I've got a solid brick wall, so I felt the wall to make sure no heat. The heat that comes out, because I've got the limestone surround, it obviously pushes the heat into the room, so I've held my hand above it just to make sure that the TV doesn't get hot. I've had this in now for a year and a half, so obviously I've had a lot of use of it, and yeah, I've not had any problems. But do your research if that's what you're wanting, and ideally I wouldn't have my TV up there, I would put it somewhere else. I know I hate the fact I need to have my TV in that spot, but so if you've got any questions or anything that you want to know with regards to the log burner, and PS, that's just how I light it. There may be a more professional way to do things. Obviously I don't have the professional wood in terms of my kindling. I just have the old non-treated, make sure it's non-treated. Like, some of my friends will just throw everything in their fire, like painted wood and stuff. I don't do that personally. I would rather just keep into the stuff that should be in there, so anything that's not treated. And then my logs are all from a log place that they deliver, and you can get hardwood or softwood. I think hardwood is the better one, but yeah, I can feel the heat flying from that already, so it feels cozy already. So I've just had my electrician reach out and he can't make it today. If you're going to do a renovation, this is one thing that I would say to you. You have to be prepared that you're going to get a lot of letdowns from tradesmen, because it is ruthless out there. And I've just come to terms, it used to wind me up at first, whereas now I'm just like, there's no point in me stressing, I can't change it. I'm out on Tuesday, that's cool, we'll get it done. I do need to sand the beam down, so I may just start the work, and at least that's done, a lot of that's done before I start putting all the material in. But I also got my TV for in there delivered, and I did take the measurements when I was ordering it to make sure it would fit in that gap. I just want to have a little look. I went for the Amazon Fire TV. I just went for the 32-inch one for that room, because that's pretty much all that would fit in there. And it was so inexpensive. Just make sure I didn't open it upside down. But in that room, I want it to feel like an escape. I've got sky going in there, so I'm going to have it all like nice and cozy. They'll have candles, there'll be diffusers. So, oh, I hate this polystyrene stuff. So it's going to be like a little escape. So even if my friends that live local want to just get an escape from the husbands or the kids, there's a cute little room there for you. Just want to see, I want to get a feel for what the actual quality of the TV is like, so it's not sitting around for ages then if I don't like that. But it's a good size. I'm going to measure this and just go upstairs and just check it. Super light, so that'll sit on that wall nicely, and the frame's nice and like thin. No, that's cool. Made up with that. I'm going to go and grab a bracket for the back of it. I'm really surprised, and the reviews are amazing on it. And I got it, it wasn't in the Prime Day sale because it was actually the same price like a week before, because I had it saved it to my favourites because I wanted to see if it would go down. I wanted to save myself a few quid, but it didn't. It stayed the same, but it was actually, I think I paid for the 32-inch £139, which I think is good for a TV. So I'm really happy with that. It's got the little Amazon remote. So once I get it all installed, I'll give you like a full-blown review. But like I say, when I read online, I am a person. When I'm ordering something, I will stroll through the reviews, and for this there was a lot of reviews, which makes me comfortable, and then they were all, most of them were great. Obviously you're going to have people that are not going to be satisfied, but yeah, I am made up with that. I'll leave that link below. When I've been out vlogging and stuff, like when I go shopping, if I've got like a hoodie or something on, or I've got nowhere to put my camera while I'm just cracking on doing bits in the shop, I wanted like a little crossbody bag, and look at this. How nice is that? I literally got, this will wipe off, I've just not wiped it, but it was because I grabbed hold of something in the kitchen and then put my fingers on it, which was really, but yeah, how nice is that? I love it. I'll wipe it down. But yeah, I thought that would be great just to, you know, like when I'm out, I can literally just throw my camera in there. I'm not someone who really has these, but I was like, I just wanted something. I have got another one, but it's much smaller than this, and I was struggling to fit my camera in it. So this was from a company, it was an advert. They get me good, because I was searching for like crossbody bags, and they sent me an advert of this like later on that day, and I was like, oh my god, and it was less than £40. I was so surprised. Like when I seen it, I thought that's going to be like a lot, so I clicked on the advert anyway, and it did take probably about 2 weeks to come. So I'm not sure of like how long it'll last. It was from a company called Nano Studio. So yeah, just check out Nano Studio, but I was made up. It's got the little clip that just opens, and they did it in another colour. They did it in like a brown as well, but I wear mostly black. So yeah, that'll be good just to, when I'm out vlogging, taking you guys with me. I have something, I just thought I would share that, because I don't know if you're in the market for a wee bag or whatnot. So I'm on my way to B&Q. It is getting dark so early now, and daylight saving time hasn't even happened. Is that on the 27th, I want to say that's happening? So yeah, very autumnal. Yeah, so I'm on my way to B&Q. I'm going to grab, hopefully I can get some of the drop cloth sample in the fire and ball. And I'm also thinking about doing to see if I can get it pre-made in the Valspar as well. So looking at both, because the YouTube video that I had watched today was some girl who got it made up in the Valspar paint. So, but I want to see the actual colour difference to see if there is any. So that'd be good for you if you're thinking about doing that yourself, and whether you should buy the actual fire and ball or the drop or the Valspar, because I've heard that when you get it colour matched, it doesn't always come out the same. So yeah, I'll see if I can't get it made up at the minute, then that's fine, as long as I get the sample. And if I don't get it today, I'll probably cry, I'm not gonna lie. From what I've seen, it is just such a nice soothing colour, so I think it would be perfect for my guest room. So I'm going to do that. And I also seen someone said when you're working with MDF to make sure you wear a mask as well. And so I'm going to grab some of them just to make sure, because they were saying there's lots of things in it. I didn't know that, but I read the comment on here. So I'm going to make sure that anytime I work with MDF, I'm going to have a mask. I know you should work with masks when you're cutting anything, so I'm going to be better at that and make sure all this weekend, anytime I'm cutting around that, I'm going to have one on. So nice out though. I know I'm saying it like the sun's setting, and you know when the sky goes all that nice colour. I just love it so much. I love this time of year. I do. I've not been to B&Q for so long, so I'm actually excited just to take a little stroll round and see what's new in. We're here. Please have my paint. Please have my paint. I actually can't see dropped cloth anywhere, and I can't see it in this book. Please don't tell me that it's not a thing anymore. I imagined it would have been around here. So it's 283. It does look a little bit more like a beige than I thought it was going to be, more like a little bit green, but I'm going to trust the process and see what it's like. But yeah, let me take this and I'm going to have a little wander around and see what they've got in. I want to have a look at some wallpaper. Because I want like a hotel-esque vibe in that room. How nice is that? So I want to see if I can find something with loads of texture that's going to give me the vibe that I want. I've always loved this floor and I was considering that for my living room. How nice. Oh, they've got loads. I really want to invest in like a table saw. It's one thing that I don't have yet that I think I really need. So this one's 180. It does look quite intimidating to be fair, but I'm sure I could figure that out. But you know, like to make furniture pieces, I think it would just be great. So I may have to look into this. When I was talking about some electric log burners, you can get some nice ones as well. They've got some in here. Just lots of electric fires. They're pretty cool light switches, aren't they? They've got them in black as well, so if you've got more of a modern aesthetic, they would be really cool. When I'm doing the desk, you can actually buy the MDF like sheets in smaller sizes. I thought it was just the big ones, but what's good is you can actually get them in this size, so it'll be easier for me to do it with. We have the goods. Good morning. It is the next day now. I am back. It's actually really early. I've just been up, I've been to B&M and I've just put the dishwasher on, and I got a couple of little bits. I needed to go and get some paint brushes just for because when I'm painting on my guest room I just wanted some fresh ones, so I just picked up this Stanley pack and I'll be able to put my sample on with a small one today. I'm really excited. Last night when I was in bed I just kept looking at Pinterest and I was like looking at drop cloth in people's rooms and stuff, and it looked amazing, so fingers crossed it looks that good in that guest room. And I've not seen these before, but I wanted to show you because I don't know if they're new to B&M or they've been around for a while and I've just never ever clocked them. But peanut caramel, dairy milk, it's so nice. So I'm super excited for that. And then if you've not heard about these, which I'm sure everyone has, these are the best biscuits in the entire world. I will debate that till forever. So today, again, another day at home. I'm just going to chill for a bit. I've got loads of work to get done, you know, bits and bobs, so I'm going to get that done. I need to schedule my video for tomorrow because I've got one coming up tomorrow, which is Sunday, so you'll hopefully all enjoy that. So I'm going to do that today, and I wanted to go to B&M really early because it is Saturday and I don't really like being out on Saturdays. I'm not going to lie to you, it's wild everywhere. It's busy, everyone's off, everyone's shopping, everyone's doing them, and I'm just like, that's just a lot. So I tend to try and avoid that at the weekend. So if I need to go like any shops, I'll go up first thing when I know they're going to open and I'll get there. And then even if I do like a home sense visit, I will go there first thing on a Saturday morning. And speaking of home sense, I'm going to go on Monday. So the video after this, I will be in home sense. I've not been for quite a few weeks, as you will have seen from my channel, so I'm excited to see what bits and bobs they've got in. I don't know if they've started bringing out their Christmas stuff yet. They did have little bits, but I don't know if they're starting to go to town yet, so I'm excited for that. So another little cute day at home today, just doing little bits and bobs around the house, and I'm really excited to put this sample on the wall to see how it turns out. And then you'll have to let me know in the comment section what one you think, what colour, so I'll put them side by side in the room, because then I'll read all the comments, and hopefully by the time that video's up I'm ready to, I'm not far off painting stage, so then I'll go out and buy the paint. I did have a little look and it seems to be out of stock in a lot of places, so I'll just order it online. But anyway, how cute are these mugs? These were a home sense find. I actually bought this as a, you know, when I'm working mug, and I sat it in my living room, because normally I would want to sit it in my office. I sat it in my living room and I was like, no, I need these as my normal mugs. And I went back and I made sure I found a full collection of them. So I love them. They're so pretty. But yes, I'm going to go and just get set up for the day. Let's have an amazing cute little day together. So I'm upstairs and I've got my sample. This sample was £5.50. It's tiny. I mean, I get Fire and Balls, like an expensive brand, but geez. But anyway, so this is slipper satin that's already here. So this was the colour that I was planning on doing it. But when I seen this colour, I was like, So what I want to do is just be sure before I go and purchase the paint. So this one, I think this one's a little bit darker, which I like because as you'll know, these ceilings in here are quite, I think they're 12 foot. And it's a vaulted ceiling in here, so I just, I don't know if you can see that, but it is so pretty. But I'm just going to paint a square here, see what that turns out like. I really should probably move all this stuff, but I'm going to then have to put it back, so I'm going to risk it for you guys. Oh my god, that colour though. Let's see how it goes on and dries. Much darker, which I'm not mad at. I've got to say, even though Fire and Balls, obviously like a premium paint brand, the paint goes on so nice. It feels very creamy.
Headlights on the highway, if you only knew. Being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road lights coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know.
So obviously that'll need another coat just to get a feel for it. So it is much darker, and I'm thinking that is just going to be perfect for this space because, I don't know. But let's see what it looks like dried in. I'm not made any decisions, and also it's not been filled or caulked or anything at the minute, so you'll see gaps and stuff, but obviously all that'll be done before I do the proper painting. I love how that looks. But I'm going to go downstairs, let it dry for a little bit. I'll come back up, have a feel for it, and then maybe I don't have a lot left to be fair. Yeah, maybe give one of them another coat or both of them if possible. I'm going to put a little bit. So this area here is where the desk is going to be, and we've talked and we're saying, so there's going to be shelves, TV, desk, and I also think I want to put wallpaper on here. So you guys said yes, go with the wallpaper. So now I'm like, amazing. So now I just need to make sure that the paint will look good with whatever wallpaper I choose, whether I use the textured one that I've got or whether I pick another one. So I need to decide that. So it's not fully dry, but I adore the colour. I don't think it's coming across on camera right, so obviously I'll wait for it to fully dry and stuff. But it's like, I'd say the colour's like a dark beige stroke green. It's definitely got some green undertones in it, which I am just loving. So this is the other colour, and then this is this one. I just think with having the ceiling so tall in here, this is going to make it feel like a bit more warm. What do we think? Let me know, but I'll show you in a little bit. Today I am going to sand a little bit of this. I don't think I'll do it all, but I just want to go up to see how it's going to actually sand, to see if it's going to be easy or not. Because obviously you can see this used to be in a loft, because this ceiling only went to there, and then I had to take it down because of all the damp that was in this room. Then when I took it down, I decided that actually I wanted to vault the ceiling so that it went up much higher, and then obviously this beam was in there, which is pretty cool. So I'm just thinking if I could sand it down that would be great to have an element of wood just to keep in with that warmth. So that's what I'm thinking about, but let me see how this is going to be. I've got a feeling it's going to be really difficult, to be fair. So this is what I got it down to. It took loads off. The place is covered. But I actually like the fact that it looks rough and old. Do we think I should keep sanding, get it down even more? I don't want it to look too new. So that's what it'll look like, and then against the amazing colour. So let me know what you think. So this is what it looks like a little bit more up close. I love all this detailing. And if I keep sanding, what I'm worried about is I'll start taking away, it will start looking like fresh wood. So I don't know if I want to continue. I need to wash it all down, because as I was sanding the end bit there was a bit of like plaster or something, and I ended up not realising, and it spread a little bit. So I'll wash it all down, but look at all the details in it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, and then under here, so bearing in mind if you're lying down here on bed, I love the fact you can see all the old, I'm guessing this is where they've cut it, where they've been cutting the beams, so I don't want that to all come away. But if there's anybody on here that knows more than me, let me know. But yeah, I am loving how it looks. I love the fact it looks old now. Whereas before it looked like it had like watermarks and stuff on, so a lot of that's out. I'd love to know your opinion. I have cut my hair off. I have just been to the barber's and he's just gone to town and chopped my head off. It is not styled or nothing. I've just literally got back about 5 minutes ago and I just needed a little bit of a change. So I was like, cut it up, cut it. And he was like, are you sure? And I just went, wah. And I was like, oh, not much has come off. And then I was like, oh, actually, he was like, Sheldon, loads has come off. So yeah, I need to go upstairs and get it all styled, but I'm gonna go get in a shower and just get it all like fresh. I just need to order I feel like I'm getting loads done for the guest rooms. I'm gonna order an up spotlighter for the top of the wardrobe to push up onto the textured wallpaper that I'll do. I'm going to order my TV bracket and hopefully that'll come tomorrow, because then I can put the bracket up so I know where the socket can sit, just to make sure that it's all right. Then on Monday I'm going to go to Home Sense. Hopefully I can find some bedside tables. It's literally just started hailstoning. So yes, then on Monday I hopefully can find some bedside tables. I picked my bedside lights and I'm a little bit, oh my god. Can you hear that? So good. Yeah, so the bedside tables. So I picked the lights. So you know the Hector lights? Let me show you. So these Hector lights from Next, they do them in a wall light. And obviously that room was going to be my office, so I didn't plan to have wall lights. So I've not wired anything into the walls. So nowadays, that's not a problem because most companies will do rechargeable lights, which is so amazing, because obviously there's not a lot of space for having bedside lamps. Them hailstones are making me feel so cozy. I'm literally looking at it out the back, and being able to get wireless ones nowadays are amazing. These Hector ones are really good. So yeah, I think I might just, I've seen that they do the wall ones, and I've seen some girl put up a video on it, and they look really nice. So I think when I'm out on Monday, I'm going to go and have a little look at them to make sure that I really want them. And that'll be pretty much most of the little bits and bobs, obviously, other than I'll need to pick a bed. So if you've got any bed companies that you recommend, it needs to be an ottoman bed, because I want storage under it because the room is so small, and I also want fabric. Other than that, I'm very open to having, I don't want something that overpowers the space. I want something that's just quite subtle, stated, but looks stunning. So yeah, that's that. So I am made up with that. So I'm going to do an Amazon order tonight to get them bits and bobs delivered. I'm really, really, really excited. And I'm having a, well, I would call it a slice, what do I call it? Well, to be fair, where I come from, you would call it a piece and slice, which would be a square sausage sandwich or butty, whatever you would call it, wherever you're from. But I really fancied it, and I remembered that I had got some from Costco before I went to America, and I've got half hid frozen because I didn't eat it all, so I remembered to have took that out this morning. So I hope it's nice. So I'm going to have that tonight. I might have it on toast. But yeah, I'm just going to have a quite relaxing, I need to get that video scheduled. I'm going to have a relaxing night, and then my video after this will be the one where what I've just been talking about, going to home sense and stuff. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, because I would love to have you here for all my future videos, and I will see you in my next one.